Hello, my friends. Welcome to McFarland's Corner. This will be a public rundown, a free fishing report for Lake Fork for the first, basically, week of June. Today is the 7th. It's Thursday the 7th. I typically do reports Tuesdays and Thursdays. They air Wednesdays and Fridays. This time of year, when we get into the winter, December, January, look for a report once a week, not quite two, but definitely seasonally. We're doing 2 reports a week. Just know that. These are public reports. These are free reports that anybody can watch and obtain. Really want to give a big shout out to all those that follow, all the subscribers. Thank you, guys. All the sponsorships. Texas Insider Fishing Report, J. Hodge Chevrolet, Tackle Co-op, and just so many. Berkeley and Abu, and man, there's just so much support for the Lake Fork Guide Service and this corner, and then of course the Texas Insider Fishing Report, which we film on TV. So thank you guys for your following and your subscription. Remember that there is private channel. There's private YouTube channel that you can subscribe to that gets much more detailed fishing reports on multiple other lakes: Ray Hubbard, O.H. Ivy, Boise D or Bodark, Palestine, Tawakoni, and so much more. That private channel is a subscribe base only. Look in the description below the video, click on members and become a member. It's real easy to follow. Then there's one more upgraded channel, which is Let's Talk Fishing. There's about 80 hours worth of lessons in that. That is not a fishing report. That is a fishing tutorial. Bass 101 if you want, Bass 102 if you want to call it, but 80 hours worth of material there. And again, that's called Let's Talk Fishing. So there's your upgrades for the channel. And let's tell you about fishing. First, let's tell you about the lake, okay? So as of Monday, we were 400.63 lake level. Pretty decent rains, 3 inches overnight of rain brought the lake back up about 2 inches. Every 0.25 is 3 inches, okay? So for every 100, is 12 inches, a foot. We are about 2 foot, 3 inches, 4 inches below full pool. 0 to 1 clarity, water looks great. 60s, upper 60s, I should say. And I wanted to tell you it's in the 70s still, but that's faded. And we shouldn't have that anymore now. The temperatures and the weather outlook looks pretty good. A little bit of rain coming in Friday morning, maybe hit or miss, 40% chance. Possibly some heavy stuff Friday evening for your weekend fishing. I can tell you the lake's fishing fine. Okay, there's no turned over water or nasty stuff going on. No yellow bubbles. Top waters, spinner baits, crankbaits are your best search baits. And then of course soft plastics, both on tough days when they're just not reacting, and to clean up, on points and things, brush piles, and any one of the points out there that's got timber can always be good with soft plastics. Okay, so just know that. Look for your birds, look for your bait. It is fall, so it's about bait fish. It's about shad. Remember, they're small, so downsizing your baits can get you more bites. And sometimes that's what it's all about in the fall. It's just getting in some fish, start catching some fish, and then you might be able to expand and get some bigger bites. But first you have to be able to catch fish. So know that in the fall, if you're not catching fish, it's because they're not present. You got to keep moving, you got to keep working. That's why spinner baits and crankbaits are so good in the fall. Same thing in the spring. They're good search baits. Cover lots of water, keep the boat moving. I will tell you that in less than 5 feet of water is most of the bites for the reaction baits. Certainly with my top waters, I'm not getting bit, in open water trees or anything like that. My top water is very, very shallow. Top water bite, 1 to 2 foot, I'll tell you that. Spinner bait, crankbait bite, probably more like 2 to 6 foot. And then the soft plastic bite, 10 to 14, okay? That's kind of what I'm doing. There is a shallow soft plastic bite on docks too, specific docks. If you'll fish the right docks and the right part of the docks, you can do pretty good there as well. Okay, with that being said, we are going to move on to crappie. We give you some crappie reports here free as well in this free public channel. And Jackie Wiggins is our man for that. Jackie says that the crappie fishing has continued to be excellent as always on Fork. Lots of fish are really starting to go into their early beginnings of winter patterns. It's phenomenal right now. The fish are in 14 foot to 58 foot. You can find them just about everywhere you look, but they're not loaded up everywhere you look. So they're very scattered. I've seen some black crappie grouped up in numbers. Where'd they go? Seen some black. There's huge white crappie been showing off the past couple of months as well. Those are on the timber. It seems like mostly pole timber, which means non-appendages, just single poles. So they're not finding a lot of big fish when they do that. They're just finding those isolated, bigger white crappie. Minnows seem to be the best. Another one that's really good besides fork, by the way, for the crappie is Bodark, Lake Bodark itself. Man, if you just go find those tree lines, no one's fishing for those crappie over there on Bodark. So you can really catch a lot of fish real easy, real fresh fish, okay? So other than that, guys, that's kind of what I got for you. Once again, I really, really do appreciate the following through the year. We've done really well. Been an awesome season. I'm going to put together a great thank you for everyone, the sponsors, my clients through the year, all of the subscribers, both privately and unprivately, publicly here. I'm going to do a real special video and offer something for next year that I've never done before. So stay tuned. It's only November. It's probably going to be in December when I release this. But I got something really big coming for 2025. All right. Hit the like button if you found this good. Comment below. Tell your friends about Lake Fork. It's the goat lake, even though most think it's dead. A lot of people think the big fish are gone. They're not. It is the goat lake. It's Grandma Goat Lake, if you will. It's where the juice came from. Okay. So with that being said, I wish you all great fishing.